What is going on? Matt O'Leary back with another video. Today we have two breaking news things for the New York Jets. Not Aaron Rodgers, but could technically kind of be Aaron Rodgers related. We'll get into it, but two things from the late morning, early afternoon for the New York Jets. First and foremost, the New York Jets decide to release Braxton Berrios. This frees up $5 million in cap space. And unfortunately for Braxton, this is something that I think needed to get done. Now, according to reports, supposedly the Jets were trying to restructure with Berrios, but that wasn't something that was going to be worked out. So instead, he was released, and that will free up $5 million for the New York Jets. Now, this past year was kind of rough for Braxton Berrios. Number one, he was an all-pro returner in 2021, and then this past year in 2022 really regressed hard. Too many times as a punt returner was he either fair catching when he should have let it bounce or letting it bounce when he could have fair caught it and getting pinned. It just seemed like whatever read Braxton made was the wrong read towards the end of the season, especially. I think he really fell off a cliff after the drop against the Minnesota Vikings. That was a big factor in the New York Jets' loss, unfortunately, and that really was the kind of the start of the derailing of this past season. But it regressed badly. The bad drop against Minnesota, which is just unfathomable for a guy like Braxton Berrios. He makes that play 9 out of 10 times. But as a receiver, he only gave the Jets 145 yards, no touchdowns. Again, really nice depth piece in 2021. He's going to find a new place to live and an okay receiver. The Jets will be in the market for a backup slot receiver. Enter Randall Cobb. Wink, wink with old buddy Aaron Rodgers. Absolutely, that is something that could make sense. It would be cheaper. And let's be real. The Jets needed to free up cap space. This is one that Jet fans have been on for a while. It stinks to see him go. It stinks to see him regress from 21 into 22. But for what he was going to be getting paid in 2022, or 23 rather, for the kind of production we saw from him in 22, I think this is the move you make every single day of the week. Really not too much of a shocker there. And then you have Joe Douglas coming in, trading for a starting safety for only a 2024 7th round pick, basically free. Next year's 7th round pick is what they gave up to land Chuck Clark, the starting safety from the Baltimore Ravens. Chuck Clark has taken over as their starter since the 2019 season, and one of his positives is he's played a ton of games, 16 plus games over the last 3 seasons. He played 16 last year, and 17 this past year. He had 101 tackles. He's a tackling machine, and he's also a good tackler. Something the Jets safeties really struggled with last year was their form tackling. Too many times missed tackles. Jordan Whitehead's a really big problem with that, with the missed tackles. So hopefully he's going to shore that up as part of the defense. And this already really good Jets defense just got better. Now, the question that I've seen on Twitter, is this a LaMarcus Joyner replacement or is this a Jordan Whitehead replacement? And you could honestly sell me on both. Now, he plays a lot in the down in the box as a strong safety, but he also plays free safety. It's close to a 50-50 split, to be honest with you. It's pretty damn close to a 50-50 split with his snaps, whether it be down in the box or back in free safety. So you could spin it one of two ways. You could either now cut Jordan Whitehead and free up $7.25 million, and then you have Chuck Clark play the strong safety role and coming down in the box and making plays. Or you can pair Chuck Clark with Jordan Whitehead and have Chuck Clark play the free safety role. I think my preference would be to cut Whitehead, free up the $7.25 million, and have him come in. He's not really a ball hawk. He didn't have any interceptions this past year. He didn't have a sack, but he's pretty good in coverage. 69.2 reception percentage against, 237 yards, and 2 touchdowns allowed. Again, I think I would probably move on from him, from him being Jordan Whitehead, and have Chuck Clark play that box safety role. That's my personal preference. And he's relatively cheap against the cap as well. He has just 1 year left on his deal at $2.4 million. He is 27 years old, gonna be 28, but still right, where you want to be for a safety. It's not someone like LaMarcus Joyner, who was, on the wrong side of 30 and really was a weak point on that defense. So safety, a huge position of need. They land a pretty damn good one for virtually nothing in a 2024 7th round pick. I don't think I'm going to be done making videos today. I am going to do the watch party live stream, the witching out, whatever the hell we've been calling it the last few days. We're going live at 2:30 p.m. Eastern, and kind of just refreshing and doing a Jets therapy and day 3 of Aaron Rodgers watch. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Matt O'Leary. I'll catch you next time. Go Jets!